What's up YouTube? Welcome back to today's video. First off, hope all you guys are having a great day today. And of course, if I'm shooting a video in the middle of the week, it's always dark outside. It's about 7:30 or so right now. It has literally been getting dark at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock. But anyway, I'm getting ready to head down to the shop right now and fire up one of my 500 motors. As many of you guys know, we've been having so many issues lately. It's starting to get frustrating. Well, I mean, it was frustrating at the beginning, but like, it's getting worse every week. The reason the last motor blew up is because we just had the motor way too lean. We needed to go up quite a few jet sizes. Also, in the last video, we had the first ever official Tanner Holmes iRacing meetup. I just want to say thank you to everyone who was able to make it. Sorry I wasn't able to talk about it on YouTube first. It just didn't work out. It got so late in the week, I wasn't able to shoot the video. But I just want to let you know I'm going to be working on the graphics. I realized my frames per second was just way too low, and I'm not really a tech computer guy. I work all on Mac, so I don't really know a lot about PCs. So I'm going to work on the graphics, and so it's not so glitchy and the quality is better. And the next iRacing meetup will be like right after Christmas. So a lot of you guys have been saying that's gonna be one of your Christmas gifts. Make sure you guys get it all set up quick, and we're gonna be having it like literally a few days after Christmas. So stay tuned for actual dates and times coming up. Anyway, right now I gotta head down because I gotta go fire up my car. So as you guys can probably already tell, this thing looks a little bit different than my CR500s that we run. This thing right here, guys, is a brand new motor. It is known as a KX500 Kawasaki, not Honda like. Let's see if I got. So I just asked my dad, I said, do we have any 500 motors to show? I wanted to show like just the Honda thing on it, but all my motors are gone. That just shows how many we've blown up. Anyway, this thing is a Kawasaki.
The legendary Demo Mitri ran one for years and was the best of the best with it.
Yeah, so Demo Mitri, I've talked about him a little bit in the videos. He used to run one of these, but anyway, they are known for like mountain climbing. So if you're going up a hill or like a mountain in a dirt bike, they have lots of bottom end power, and that's kind of what they're used for. The reason they don't run them that much in carts anymore is because they're really hard to find parts for and stuff like that. But I just want to thank Jim Anderson. He was able to help us get this thing, and we haven't got a chance to run it for him yet, but that's what we're going to be doing right now. Let's go see if this thing runs. By the way, guys, we don't even know if this thing's gonna fire, so wish us luck. The only bummer is we don't have a shifter handle, so I'm literally holding the clutch and hoping this thing doesn't die. Well, is it like leaking fuel or something?
Yeah, because the floats aren't adjusted right.
Oh, I can smell it, but it felt like it kind of was like dying a little bit, but I wasn't sure if it was like me. I mean, like it kind of.
Why'd you shut it off?
I didn't mean to.
I know,
but otherwise, the first fire up went well. Now though, I'm gonna head back up to the house and we're gonna do some Q&A. Alright, so I'm back in my normal setting for sit-down videos. Got my lights, the camera, action. So the first question is, how many classes are there at Red Bluff? So you start out, you have the beginner box class, then you have the box stock class, which that is about like 8 to 11 years old. The beginner box is about 5 to 8 years old. You can even start them at 4. Then you have the 250 class, which you have, maybe 10 or 11 to 14 years old or 15. You actually aren't allowed to run in the open class at Red Bluff until you are 15 years old or you have won the 250 class championship. So that's the reason I was able to move up. Then the 500 class, you have like, 15 years old through however old you want to be and still run it. And then the sportsman class is, I believe it's actually 20 years old and up, and you have to be above 200 pounds. So that's the rules for there. But you can run the open class basically any age check. You could be 80, as long as you fit in the outlaw cart and you know how to hit the pedal, you could technically run it. Next, how many races do you hope to race in your sprint car next year? So I don't really have like a set number. I know a lot of people are trying to race like 80 races in Northern California, if that's even possible. But I want to race a lot of like Friday, Saturday shows, whether that's like Friday nights at Silver Dollar and Saturday nights at Cycleland, or if that's Ocean Speedway on Friday nights and Saturday nights at Placerville. So stuff like that, when we can get 2 races in one weekend. Especially when it's like an 8-hour drive down to Ocean, and then on the way back up you can kind of hit Placerville. At least you can get 2 races in a weekend, it kind of makes it more worth the trip. So I don't really know how many races I want to do yet. I guess if I had to like actually throw out a number, I would say like maybe 25 or 30 races. That's actually probably not even that many. But I'd like to do a decent amount, but I also want to still race the Outlaw Kart because like Carly, that's the only thing she can race is the Outlaw Kart. So we're probably going to go like 2 sprint car races a month and then 2 Outlaw Kart races a month. But like I said, keep in mind those 2 sprint car races, you're actually getting 4 because you can race Friday and Saturday. The next question is, what is the happiest period of time you've had in racing? So I would say if I had to pick like this amount I had like the most fun I've ever had in racing, I would say probably the 250 class at the Red Bluff Outlaws this past year. Probably just because so many things went our way. Like we were always able to be up front and have a chance at winning almost every race, and we were able to win 8 of the 13 races at Red Bluff. So that is just, and I look at that, that's probably the thing I would say I'm most proud of my racing career. And it was such a team effort because we had like such great setups, and we overcame trial, which was our qualifying, which we really sucked at. Like we were bad. The first race I qualified 17th, and by the end of the year I was making the dash almost every weekend. So this next question comes from Ashley.W25. Are you going to travel more in racing? Yes, I believe in this next year we will. We're definitely going to make the long haul back to Speed 51. I believe as of now we really want to. There's another race though I've been really looking into for Outlaw Karts, and they do like kind of like a kart tour back in the Midwest. They go to English Creek Kart Nationals and then go up to Thunder Hill in Wisconsin. And I believe they go to Elyville before they go to English Creek. Plus you're back there in the middle of the Knoxville Nationals, 410s and 360s, so you can go and watch a few nights of that. It's just the atmosphere back there is really cool, so I would love to do that. Hey man, would you come to Australia to race? Definitely. I think it'd be fun to go to another country. I mean, obviously, I think the racing's pretty similar back there. They do lots of sprint cars, and during this time of the year, I know they're racing in Australia. A lot of the California people went over, and they have some rides back there, but let me know, do they have Outlaw Kart racing over there? I'm not really 100% sure. I believe they have some sort of go-kart, Outlaw Kart type thing, but I know they do sprint cars, and so I hope to one day. Do you ever get really nervous before your race? Yes, all the time. Sometimes you'll see my legs shaking in the car a little bit before, but yeah, I think every racer at some point gets a little bit, even though some of them are really good at not showing it. But yeah, I definitely do. When is the next giveaway? So I'm gonna be doing a huge one for Christmas. Stay tuned for it. It's gonna be awesome. Like, I wish I could show you, but I don't have what I'm gonna be giving away here yet. So stay tuned, like in the next 2 weeks, it'll definitely be coming up. Have you ever raced anything different than a QRC? I've never actually raced anything but a QRC. I've probably turned a total of like 6 or 7 laps in an RFC, and that was because I was just testing one. And I mean, I pulled off the track after 3 laps. Then I tested one more time, did about 3 laps, pulled right off. My QRC handles great. I've never had a reason to change over. I mean, the customer service at QRC is absolutely top notch, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna link them. I always have them linked in the description below, but I'll put their phone number on the screen. If you guys need, like Outlaw Kart needs, just call these guys up. They'll definitely help you out, and you probably have a QRC closer to you guys than you think, because they're all through the US. QRC dealers are everywhere, so make sure you check them out. So the last question is, Tanner, you've had a lot of paint schemes over the years. Tell us which one resembles some of Kyle Busch's cars. So like I said, Kyle Busch is my favorite driver, so I always tried to copy his paint jobs. The first one I did was in box stock, this car right here. So this is a replica car of the Double Mint Camry number 18T. I think he won at Bristol when he swept the weekend. That was the first ever car I duplicated. And then in box stock, I had more of like a lime green type car. That one represented the lime green Double Mint Camry car on the screen right now. The other car that I copied from Kyle Busch is my blue car now that I run in the open class and that I ran in the 250 class last year. That resembles the NOS Energy number 18 car that Kyle Busch ran. The only difference being that the orange is red on my car, so that's what we kind of changed a little bit. There is, though, one other car that I kind of replicated from someone else. My Red Bull KTM car used to be run by Ryan Dungey. So he had this Outlaw car about 3 years ago. I don't think he ran it too much, but it was in the back of the Red Bluff Outlaw magazine that they give out every weekend. So I kind of, if I have one, I'll put up a picture on the screen. But yeah, we got the idea from that, and then the car was just a hit. But also, we are going to be getting a new paint job soon, probably around West Coast Nationals time. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and share. I know a lot of you guys have been asking when the latest Q&A is going to be coming out. I know you guys really like them. Get to know me a little bit better. Get to know some of the things in my past, some things that I want to do in the future. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, if you guys want merchandise, contact my Instagram or TC Racing. Both of them are linked in the description below. Just saying, Tanner Holmes hats do make great Christmas gifts over the holiday season. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Deuces.